Okay. So I'm looking at the federal website.
Yeah, the federal website does not tell you who enforces the law, who will come out and arrest if they're violating the law that day, so that you can get what you need. It is a,
No, that's what I'm talking about. How do you file a complaint?
Madam, I'm more concerned
Federal.
about enforcement. I'd love to go down today and get my services and have somebody standing behind me who knows ADA law and everything else, because if I go to the mayor's office of disability, their expert will tell me I'm wrong, even though I've proven that she's wrong.
So, all right, so there you just said it. Somebody behind you who knows about ADA law.
Right.
So, what is that agency that provides lawyers?
Yes, let us find that agency that provides lawyers. I'm sorry for laughing because, not only is there no agency, but when David Chu had his civil Gideon, for particular cases like this, civil Gideon is where everybody gets, their rights heard and everything, as opposed to criminal Gideon. Criminal Gideon is for people who are too poor, they get a lawyer. Civil Gideon would be the same thing, along my lines. Ask me if I even got that help, because it doesn't exist. But go ahead and I'm more than pleased to let you go ahead and try to look for a resource when, we can go down them, and, I can continue to prove that it's all a lie and a farce. Because I've done it.
Well, I would hope that it would be
Hope?
Who would help.
Madam, hope? I have a signed confession in my hand sitting next to an arrest record for a crime I did not commit, and the other side, knowing that I have an adjustment disorder, who labeled me with an adjustment disorder, has not explained the disorder to me. Hope? Under those circumstances...
Gotta hold on to hope.
Pardon me?
Gotta hold on to hope.
Is that like hope and change with Obama? You gotta hold on to a hope? I'm still not laughing. I understand your laugh because I've basically said the truth. Hope doesn't mean anything. Laws don't mean anything if they're not enforced.
I agree with you 100%.
Right. And right now, I've proven that not only are the laws not enforced, but, me turning over every rock with the false assumption of hope.
That's it. Hold on. Legal aid.
Oh, legal aid doesn't help you at all, but go ahead and give me that number and I can call and record that, and then I can call you back and play the recording to prove to you that it doesn't work, and we can go down the next dead-end referral.
Okay, there we are. Legal Aid Society.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Legal Aid Society, will help me go to court, which is another 6 to 2-year adventure. In the meantime, what do I do to get my services under programmatic access that they've been constantly denying and breaking? I mean...
Okay, let's see. Hotlines. Legal aid. What just happened?
So let me ask you a stupid off-the-wall question. If I go to San Mateo, can I just get my services there?
I don't think it works that way. You could, it's open to residents, people who live here.
Oh, is it?
How
I understand, because that's what I was told when I called and I asked the county, since the county was breaking the law here, with not providing services. I said, can I go to a different county? Oh, no, you can't. But they can't hold my county accountable for denying me my ADA rights and access and accommodation and programmatic access. The county, which I've already proven, has committed fraud and perjury in federal court to deny me the services with a signed confession.
This is not, you're right, legal aid is not giving me what I'm looking for.
Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Sorry, this is not directed at you. Alicia, the frustration that you're feeling, I've been feeling for many years. And right now, like I said, I got over 1,000 videos on YouTube. Haven't gone to all the correct places. I can't even get an appointment with the Director of Public Health to show them and complain about all the illegalities. I walk into the Director of Public Health's office, which is a public office, which allows me to video record because, excuse me, There is no expectation of privacy in a public place for video recording, and I'm walked out by the sheriff's person.
Their website is very not helpful.
Oh, that's hard to believe. Well, not only will you find that their website isn't helpful, you'll find that when you do pursue it, they provide no help whatsoever. They just drag it out so the statute of limitations runs out and they can continue to screw you.
I don't know what's on that.
You know the really funny part? Let me tell you a story. Do you know the thing about Black Lives Matters and the people getting shot in San Francisco by the police? Okay, Mario Woods. All right, so let's go down your premise. When Mario Woods was killed, the Department of Justice, instead of sending out the Civil Rights Division for the violations of his rights, sent out the community organizing police to see how we can make better policies to get along, to provide services, to de-escalate so that we're not shooting people, to maybe come up with a crisis intervention team for the mentally disabled who are on the street, all these things. I showed up at that. And I raised my hand and I asked everybody, a captain at the police, who was there, spouting about how much they cared and how much lives mattered and how much they wanted to de-escalate and everything. And I asked the captain, the police captain, I said, do you realize, sir, that the San Francisco Police Department does not enforce medical law? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that, he told me. I said, well, let me see if I've got this right. You guys don't enforce the law, so if the Department of Public Health, willy-nilly, who deals with the mentally ill patients, who has a $12 million contract with security, with the sheriff to provide security, and deny them their rights, and you do not enforce medical rights, then don't you expect them to be on the street for them to be shot? Yes, I had as much silence as I have from you from them.
And I'm not trying to be silent. I'm just trying to really help you find.
Oh, no, but I'm just trying to point out that even to the police, I said, if you guys enforced the law so that these people could get their treatment, then they wouldn't be on the streets, there, for you to go on. And then they said something about crisis intervention. And I said, well, let me see if I've got this right. The San Francisco Police Department, when I went to them about the false restraining order from the Department of Public Health, which was proven false, and I went to their crisis intervention person, Kelly Kruger, who did not help me and told me I was wrong. Apparently, you've already got a crisis intervention team that doesn't work.
Okay. Have you contacted the Behavioral Health Services Division of Public Health?
That's who I went through, and they didn't provide anything for me. Excuse me, anything that's under the Department of Public Health is under Barbara Garcia, who, if you try to go meet with her to show her the videos and all the illegalities, will have you walked out by the sheriff's office, even though it's not illegal to videotape in a public office.
Well, that would be, if you're trying to get medical services.
Yes.
Then I would expect a behavioral health clinic. I'm trying to look.
Okay, I'd be happy to take that, because if that, if you got a name and a number, I'll go in, I'll ask for programmatic access at the video record, and when that fails, I'll call you back.
Here's their 24-hour access helpline. You ready?
I've got it.
Okay, there's a 415 number and an 888 number.
Okay, I'll take both. 415.
255 3737.
Okay.
4888 246 3333.
And do you have an address so that I can go in? Because if you call them, they'll say one thing, and when I show up, they'll do something else. And of course, I can't videotape unless I ask. I'd rather just go down and have them deny me when I show up.
So they have an administrative office location at 1380 Howard Street.
Oh, great! 1380 Howard Street, where I have been to video record, and they've called the police on me. I've got that. That doesn't work. Yes, I know. I've got that specifically. I've been to them. They threatened to call the police because I was videotaping. I asked them what the law was. They couldn't provide it, but they could deny the services.
Well, sir, those are the resources I can tell you
Okay,
about.
wonderful, Alicia. So we've now gone through all the resources that you could find, which I've already gone through and overturned those rocks, and they have not provided the services nor been accountable. So now, what?
Well, so you can certainly reach out to our Commission on Disabilities, or you know what, if you give me your number.
Please.
Okay, what's your number,
Okay.
Mr. Garza?
Hold on a second, please.